Hello everyone, welcome back to FPL Focus. My name's Graham, and after weeks and weeks of analysis, countless drafts and sleepless nights, I think I've finally cracked it. I am happy with my team. I'll be going through my selections, some nice little player picks in there to go over. So without further ado, let's dive in. So here we go, match day 1 of Fantasy Euro 24. Very exciting times. Cannot wait for it to kick off on Friday with Germany versus Scotland. As you can see on the screen, I've got a chip plan there. I'm going to use a limitless chip in match day 3. That's when teams start to make changes to squads. More so teams that have qualified already start doing that, but there will of course also be teams that are not there yet, and there will also be the factor that they want to make sure that they top their group. So there's that to think about. It's never quite as easy as just picking people that you think will just come in, because sometimes they might switch positions you wouldn't even expect, just to give some players some game time. So the limitless chip means that you have unlimited funds. There's no restriction on your budget, so you could buy every highest priced player possible. So yeah, that is such a sick chip. Match day 3 limitless chip will be played by myself. Then on match day 5, wild card will come in. That's when the tournament starts to get serious. That's when we get an idea of teams that have progressed through the group stages. And that's when we have to make the decision of who we think is going to progress further in this tournament, and further still all the way to the final, and then sort of stock up on those players. And if you get it wrong, it can cost you quite badly. So it's nice to really think about who you think is going to go through and the best players from each team. So starting up, I have got Harry Kane up there because England are going all the way. It really will be coming home. Serbia first. Now on paper Serbia look really deadly, but I think with their back three that they play, I think the wide areas is where we can hurt them. And with the quality we have in midfield, I think that's going to pay off. And I think Kane will be getting on the end of a lot of crosses. So I think Kane's going to do well on German soil in this tournament. So why not? Then up front, no Mbappe in my team, as I've discussed before. This is the route that I'm planning to go. No Mbappe. So I've got Lukaku, who's had a very, very good run in qualifying. And then I've got Jeremy Doku there, who is absolutely brilliant. I've really enjoyed watching him playing in these friendlies, and I'm excited to have him in my team. So moving on next, we'll have a look at the midfield. Before we do, please do smash that subscribe button, hit the like button. Right, let's get into that midfield. Then next up in the midfield, you can see I've got Granit Xhaka of Switzerland. He's obviously got Scotland and Germany in his group, but I think he's had a fantastic season with Leverkusen. His ball retention will be good, and that can be worth every 3 balls retrieved or tackled. That gives your player an extra point, so it'll be good for that. Obviously, he can definitely shoot from outside the area. He can score boomers. He can be on free kicks. So an exciting player to have in there. Just 6 million, not too bad. Then I got Toni Kroos. He's 6.5 million, a nice budget way into that German defence. The reason I've got Toni Kroos, I think Scotland are going to play like 5 at the back, make it really difficult for Germany to break them down. We know in the past that Germany and Scotland have played many times, and Scotland actually are a bit of a bogey team for Germany. So I think sitting deep, Toni Kroos can be quite a good option. He's on free kicks as well, so a lot of deliveries into the box, and I think Germany are going to need a lot of set pieces in this game against a deep back line. And then obviously Germany have got Scotland, Hungary and Switzerland. Then we got Starboy, our England man, Bukayo Saka. Absolutely brilliant. Serbia on match day 1, I said earlier, Serbia play that back 3, so the wide areas are going to be key. And I think at 85 million, I think Saka's going to provide a lot of chances there. So quite excited about that. And here's one, Pedri of Spain. Ownership is selected by none, apparently. Incredible. I didn't expect to see them stats, actually. But yeah, he's got Croatia matchday 1, which is a tough team. But I did like what the Spain manager had to say. He said he wants to play Pedri in a more advanced role, closer to the striker. And he's already bagged a few goals in the friendly game. So for me, I think it could be a nice little option there. Different to Rodri. I wasn't that impressed with what Rodri was doing, even with ball retention for Spain. I think they move the ball around so well that Rodri gets left behind in a lot of the games that I saw. He wasn't really that involved for me. I know Rodri could be on penalties, but for me, I think I'm just going for out and out attack. I expect Pedri to be involved in a lot of what Spain do. Tough group, Croatia, Italy, but then Albania on the last day. But I fancy Spain to be front runners in this group, and I want to get on one of their players early, an attacking one in Pedri, and that is why. So obviously the rest of my sort of midfielders, strikers and defence, they will be on my bench. That will be shown at the end of the video. But let's go and have a look at how my defence and my goalkeeper is. So here we go. Here is the full squad. Also, don't forget there's a league code there, so come and join the FPL Focus League and play against me. Let's see if you can beat me in the league, and it'll be interesting to see all of your teams as well. So yeah, full team. Defence is here. You can see my substitutes are there as well. Now obviously, as discussed in other videos, you want to play all your players that play on the earliest dates first, and then later on you can swap the later date games, like Netherlands on the 16th and Portugal on the 18th. You can start bringing all them in. As you can see, I've got Dumfries, Costa, Cancelo and Fernandes on the bench, ready to come in as they play later. Denzel Dumfries, I feel like he's more nailed. I would, in the ideal world, have Frimpong absolutely in my side, but can't guarantee he's going to start. And that's the trouble, but I feel like Dumfries is definitely more nailed on to start, and I love the way he attacks. He still does it. He gets down that right wing and he puts the ball in, or he's on the end of headers. Very positive play. Bruno Fernandes, Cancelo. Watched Portugal last night. Ronaldo turning back the clock a bit, but I do expect Ronaldo to probably struggle a little bit more. Maybe the Georgia game Ronaldo could come to life more, but Czech and Turkey, I don't think it's going to be that straightforward for him, but I do expect Fernandes to be key in that game, and Cancelo getting forward well. Costa in goal, he impressed me as well. Very neat, tidy at playing out from the back, so he looks really confident. Hopefully some clean sheet points there. If Verbruggen obviously doesn't do well first, but Verbruggen, another one, comes and claims the ball very well when I watch them play, so quite happy with that. Two keepers to switch through, and that's what I quite like about this game, is say if my Toni Kroos flops and does absolutely nothing, I just bring Bruno Fernandes in and then he smashes it and everyone's happy, you know. So that's why I like this game. It's quite exciting. But if you do get the points, you have to make a decision. Can my bench players outscore what points they've put on the board already? And that is what makes the game interesting, because sometimes it can pay off to stick and sometimes not if you twist. So in the defence, Trent Alexander-Arnold, we've got it pretty much confirmed that he will be starting in Southgate's team on that first game against Serbia. And for me, I agree with that decision completely. I even tweeted about it and said that he has to play. His long balls, crossing, going to be key, getting that ball out to them wide areas so we can get round the back three of Serbia. Mittelstadt, nice budget defender there, obviously 4 million. You can't ask for cheaper than that, and guaranteed to be starting in that German lineup. The Germans have named their 11 already. Mittelstadt confirmed to be starting there. Same with Toni Kroos. And then last we've got Dimarco in there. I don't think Italy will get out of this group. But I expect them to go and beat Albania. Won't be straightforward, but I think Spain and Croatia get out of this group and Italy do not. But we will see. So this is my team. I hope you've enjoyed the video. If you have done, don't forget, smash that subscribe button, hit the like button. Good luck on match day 1, and we'll be back on match day 2 to see how many points we've put on the board. Good luck, everyone.